Hi everyone and welcome back to the Pike Homestead. My name is Caroline and spring is coming sooner than we expect. Well, not really sooner than we expect, but sooner than I am prepared. So I have a grow room for all, except it is filled with junk. So my task today is to clear out all the junk and get it where it needs to go, I guess, really. I don't even know where to start. But hey, come along with me and we'll get this cleared up and maybe see what seeds I have and go from there. There's also a lot of spider webs hanging from the ceiling, so that is also fun and amazing because the spider webs are everywhere. Ugh. Okay, gross. Yeah, so come along. So I kind of realized that all this stuff that I want to put into this room is a problem because this room is not organized. So I'm trying to put similar things together. I'm piling it in a different place just so I can start tidying this up and get seeds started at the very least. So that's the plan. Anyway, let's get some more light in here. Pop that on. And now that's the fans. Where's the light switches? Light switches are all the way over here where I can't reach at this point in time. Oh, that's not turning on. Why is it not turning on? No. Power bars on. There we go. There! Got a bit more light. You can see what the heck is going on. Okay. Back to it. So yeah, so I've got this box of clothes. I'm just starting to sort them out to see if it fits any of our kids. I can kind of have them in size order so that when things grow out, I move them around and we can get rid of the clothes that don't fit anybody. So, join me with that. Seeds everywhere, dirt everywhere. I'm gonna bring in the vacuum cleaner, get rid of all these spider webs, start sucking up. Like I've got pumpkin seeds that have just died. They've just died. They're just on the floor. I'm not bothering picking them all up. Let's just get this really functional because I need to start growing things. I really want to get some beans going, some strawberries going. Whole bunch of stuff, but I can't remember what all my seeds are, so that's fun. So let's get that vacuum. So I found another box of kids' clothes. So we're just gonna go through those and see what we no longer need from that as well. Something I have found while doing this is we have a lot of junk. So a lot of those boxes will be likely thrown away. which is fine, but it will be not needed as such. So 6, because this would fit Amelia now. Yeah. Do you need washing? No. Just gotta have the right stuff in the right place. Size each. So yeah, I have a lot of junk. I've got at least room to start working on some stuff. So we'll go through the seeds in a minute and just see what we got there. This can fit Annika. So the reason this is all a mess is, if you remember from a video a while ago, but those of you who are new here wouldn't, we had a flood down in the basement and we had to empty it all out to be able to not have a flood in the basement. So we so we just kind of took it all and threw it in the garage, and that's where it stayed for the longest time, until it came in here during the winter when we had to move the car into the garage, and we piled it all in the plant room. And we started to kind of organize it and then decided, nah, we have other things to do, or you know, it's downstairs in the basement, you don't really see it. So yeah, a lot of that kind of got missed and lost, and we just ended up leaving it. But now I'm like, oh, I got my plants to do, but I can't get to any of my seeds and I can't get to any of my things. So now that we have a plan for our garden, we kind of really wanted to be able to get to our plant room. So I thought it would be a nice easy move, but I'm finding we have a lot of junk. I mean, it's been in these boxes now, except for the kids' clothes, for the last 2 years that we've been here. So we haven't needed it. So do we need it at all? Some of it is like memento stuff, so like, you know, things we want to keep to remind ourselves of things, that kind of stuff. But a lot of it is just stuff we no longer need. Stuff that's been damaged. So we could throw a lot of that away. I think this is like all too big for Amelia. So we do save a lot of her brother's stuff and we pass it down to the girls. Some of them have the same interest in things, so they will wear them. But it's up to them. If they don't want it, then we just donate it. But when it becomes that they can fit in it, then we share it with them and they get to choose if they want to wear it or not. There's like so many things in here. What is going on? Okay. What's this? This will probably fit Annika too. Let's wash it out. It's dirty. So 6, that'll fit Amelia. Too big for the girls at the moment. But things like jeans, that's unisex clothing. Things with like Star Wars or Spider-Man, that's all unisex clothing. So we mix and match. We don't care around here. Wear what you want to wear. Size 6 outfit Amelia. Size 7. Not just quite yet. Alright, garbage bag. Need. Alright, so I'm going to put all the stuff that doesn't fit anybody just yet in here. I'll start with the bigger stuff. Wow. Let's move this over here. me. And this is closing for Amelia down the road. And then this is all the stuff that will fit and can go upstairs. Stuff that doesn't fit. Okay. Stuff that can go in the wash. Let's stick this in the laundry. A lot of it's pretty clean. Just the stuff that was on the top was a little dusty, so because we wash it before we put it away to make life easier. Just stick that in there. Ugh. No wonder I couldn't find my socks. I had run away. We got a new washer dryer not that long ago, which is fantastic because it means I can do the laundry, because our old dryer you had to manually move it with like pliers and my hand grip was just not strong enough. So we do hope to fix this area up in the future as well. But it's just getting all this crap in that storage room, which is just a mess. So that's fun. All right, so this is looking much better. Still not the best organized, but I can get started. Oh, let me just organize that and we'll go through everything. All right, so let's kind of go over this with you guys. So a lot of our seeds come from when we did microgreens a few years back. Back in like 2020 was when we did microgreens as a business before we decided to move provinces, come out here and have our homestead. I never got around to doing microgreens this winter because, like you said, it was full of all this crap. So yeah, let's just take a look at what I got and what I'm looking to grow. We're going to be building out a whole new garden, which is going to be interesting because by doing that, we're also, so many spider webs. We're also going to be needing to build that once the weather is spring weather and we can get into the ground to dig it up and then start building our nice new garden plot. However, it means it's going to be delayed to get the seeds in the ground. So I want to start as much as possible indoors under the grow lights while we can and kind of go from there. So I have a big bag down here of sunflower seeds and here of sunflower seeds. Now sunflower sprouts as a microgreen are super yummy. However, I also just want a field of sunflowers because I love sunflowers. I also heard you could roast the seeds, like the head, so I really want to try that at some point as well. But I want to grow my own sunflowers and just have a big plot of sunflowers somewhere because I think that would be awesome. Now to do that, I just need to throw seeds in the ground. So we'll see how that goes. I have buckwheat up here, which I use as a microgreen. There's a salad blend, which I will probably put in the garden. A 2-week blend, which is also a salad green blend, but it takes 2 weeks to grow as a salad. And this is nice to have over winter. I have salad bowl lettuce, which is good here. At the moment, I think I will also keep that for when we do microgreens in the winter. I have hard red winter wheat. Now last year, if you remember, if you have been following us, we tried to grow wheat to grow the seeds to make our own flour. Found out we need a lot of space to be able to do that for the amount that we use. So we're keeping these seeds for our goats and chickens and that for all our livestock in the winter when we make fodder for them. So they have fresh grass and wheat and other barleys and things like that to eat during winter. So those will be saved for then. We didn't do it this year because I couldn't get into this room. Now we're not going to be growing the wheat for us to move into flour. It's quite easy, just blend the seeds, but we don't eat anywhere near as much wheat-based products anymore, as we're no longer vegan. We're not making seitan. I don't eat the bread in that anymore. I found that gluten and not just gluten, but oat items make me inflamed, and it really has hurt my hands and that kind of thing. It's a whole other story, but not eating it makes me feel better. I have broccoli seeds, a broccoli mix, which is a bunch of different broccolis. I have arugula, basil, red radish, wasabi seeds, which would be interesting to grow and see how that goes. Again, those are for microgreens usually. Alfalfa, again, this will move to the animal section, although I do like alfalfa in my sandwiches and stuff. Multicolored radishes, those will go in the garden. Beans, cranberry beans, these are, yeah, so these look like that. So we'll probably grow some of those because they're good for like stews and stuff, but we don't. What is this? Buckwheat again, that can go up there. Again, buckwheat's a good one to grow for fodder as well if you want. Pumpkins, be using that. Beans, cattle beans. These grew really well last year, so we'll be growing those again. What's this? Cilantro. Now, I hate cilantro, but I do put it in my cooking, as long as it's a little bit. But I also do really like coriander as a seed, so I tend to save it as a herb as well. These take a long time to sprout. Again, things like herbs and stuff I'll probably do in pots inside the house, as I can just keep them growing all year long. What else I got? Okay, that's all this. So then I have my beets, nasturtiums. I like to grow these indoors as well. They're really nice in your salads. They're also very pretty as a flower, of course. Then I have my parsley, rosemary, sage, and thyme. I have some California Wonder Peppers, which I'll be growing. I have a whole bunch of different kales here. Again, kale makes a really good microgreen. Amaranth, we want to try that again. I probably will be putting that in the pots today. Daikon radish. I don't know if I'm going to grow it. I mean, it grows into a nice radish. Slice it up, put it into things, maybe make like a horseradish from it. Yes, these are just flowers, so I will be putting them somewhere. Onions, so chives, butter crunch lettuce, super gourmet salad lettuce, some purple radishes, parsnips. Didn't grow those last year. Rhubarb, I want to grow that again. Wildflowers, so these were we wanted to kind of just sprinkle wildflower in the area that we're not planning to do anything with, so it can grow and be a really nice nature area. So we do still plan to do that, but again, we need to be able to get into the soil to do it, so we will figure that out at some point. Huckleberry, I'm looking forward to growing that. Cucumbers, squash, other squash, chard, leeks, Brussels sprouts, onions, rutabagas, and onions. So, good thing is a lot of the seeds that I have are things that we like to eat. So, I will be probably starting all of these as seeds somewhere, especially those that are going to take a while, like amaranth and those coulter crops as well. So, long story short, I have a lot of seeds and I need to figure out which I'm going to put where, and start getting them into the trays for seeding. I think, yeah, super excited to get the garden going. So I'm just going to tidy this up, put some things in pots, and I will let you know what I started with once I'm done. Okay, so I don't have water. So when we hooked up the new washer dryer, we didn't hook up the water feed to the plant room, and I can't be bothered to cart it around because what I like to do is my pile of dirt in here, I like to soak it and get it all nice and wet before I put it in the planting pots, and then I put all my seeds in. But I did figure out what I'm going to grow first, so I'm going to get all my herbs in some pots. Wherever my pots are, I don't know. Might have to buy more pots. Oh no, they're all over there. Okay, so I'll be putting those into pots to grow. And then I'm going to try growing what I'm going to start early once I get my water in here and I can get them up on the shelf. I'm going to be doing daikon radish, broccoli, Easter egg radishes, some beans and some peas like we did last year. I'm going to be doing, huckleberry, some peppers, some amaranth, the beets, the Brussels sprouts, the leeks, the scallions, the onions, the pumpkins, the rutabagas, the parsnips, chives, garlic chives, regular chives, rhubarb, squash. So we got victory, spaghetti squash, a bunch of different other squashes. I'm going to be doing some cucumbers. I wish I had zucchini seeds. I don't. I might try the green peas and the gray dwarf peas because I've never tried them to eat, so we'll see how it goes. But yeah, so these are all the seeds I'm going to start with. Kale grows quickly. The flowers and stuff is no rush. Lettuce grows quickly, so there's no rush to get them in the ground either. Yeah, and then I've got all my animal fodder up there for the winter when we come back to winter again. But yeah, so just gotta wait for that. I gotta tidy all this up as well and just start getting everything in there. But so far it's looking good. We're getting in order. We're one step closer to planting, which is better than we were this morning. So yeah, thanks for following everybody and have a wonderful day, and I will see you in the next one. Bye.